Well, it has been a long journey. I work with series, right? Yeah, so like 20 paintings, more than 20 paintings at a time. And after that, I think about it, why I paint like that. And then think about the titles and tie things together. And usually it expresses a state of my mind, different stage. As life goes on, as I have children, married, have children, teaching, and even at the end, now I have a garden. Everything in my life influences my style. And it changes very, very gently, gradually, without me notice that. Yeah, actually, when I look back after reading all those questions, and I'm thinking, I look at all my works. Yeah, they are all influenced by the relationships I have with my family, friends, and like my later style of the flowers. It's totally the blossom stage of my life, present life. Yeah, because I've been you should see how those flowers start to grow. My name is Hua Nian, and I am a painter and a local art instructor. I came to the United States in the end of 1992, last century. Yeah, before that, I was an instructor in Jinan University.
Right.
I taught 6 years in photojournalism, and then finally I decided, yeah, I think art, making images, creating something is really what I want. Yeah, and journalism, it's too real for me. Yeah, I was a thought floating nowhere. Yeah, the world is too big for me. But now I'm grounded, I think, family. And teaching with kids, have friends, and they had me grounded. That's why I'm not floating anywhere. Yeah, I'm grounded. I'm happy. When I came here, in my mind, I was thinking I will learn from a traditional art way, like painting still life, painting portraits and flowers. But then when I go to that school, I was shocked because my professors, they show me their paintings. I was like, oh my gosh, why do I spend so much, invest so much to come to cross the ocean to come to this place and paint like this? And those are the abstract art. I've never seen it, never heard it. And so I was totally confused. When I go to the class, I find out that they don't teach us. They didn't teach us anything. It's not like in China, they teach you this technique and that technique. But for me, my case is they just throw me into a classroom and go. Yeah, I was like, what? Do what? And I was the last one to pick up to start to draw. And as soon as I don't have a limitation, nothing in front of me, I have to just play with the art elements, line, shapes, texture, space. And I find out that I always, when I draw, and I have a tendency to draw the lines all rush out of the frame. Yeah, it just, anything that's could become a shape or recognizable shape, and it bothers me. So I was interested why it happens like that. During the time I had a culture shock. Yeah, it was just, everything was so new, and ideas, the values toward life, toward women, toward kids, just everything was just totally confused me. So I think the way I draw, as long as they let me free, my ideas free, no limitations, so I can express something there must be something there. So I pay attention to that, and I think abstract style really frees me to find out what I really want, even though I didn't know why it was like that. Yeah, I like to draw people. I like just like their very lyric body image. I am not a dancer, but for some reason I enjoy the lines, and in an abstract way. So candy wrappers provide a way, because it looks like a simple, but people, you can use your imaginations to make up here and there. Hours and hours, and my mom was so mad at me because I was not doing something serious, practical. Yeah. And then this, believe it or not, this is the work that got me enrolled in the university in America.
Oh, is that right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I never had a chance to eat those candies. I just pick up candy wrappers from the trash. And I don't like things to be too clear. The same like why I fall into abstract art so easily is because I like leave some imaginations, yeah, for me and for other people. So it started from here, and I went to this. Yeah. And earlier, there are people that's not the lonely people sitting there, just one little. A girl sit there and play with this, that's very lonely, quiet. And when my kids comes along and start get busy, yeah, I have a lot of kids too. Yeah, that one is my favorite one. It's about mother and a child in the endless ocean. That's just us, just we as human being, like in this world. That just reminds me of that. And the world is so big. All you have is. Life is so short. All you have is with each other. Yeah, that's my kid and me, rowing in the endless darkness in the ocean. So this is my earlier paintings. Well, yeah, yesterday when I pulled it out, I was shocked. And you can see no completed structures. They all just down, just collapsed. Something collapsed. Now when I look back, I'm thinking maybe that's the value system, and the frame that has been built in me, it was collapsed. Yeah, and this one, there's a lot of screaming and disturbing. Just like almost like a Lichty's music. Yeah, so, and I was totally satisfied with this type of drawing, and I think my professors did a great job to let me open up in abstract work. I used to be so against, and then I embrace it, and I feel like let me say something. So it let me express myself. Good or bad, yeah. And when I make the connection of my painting style and the reason why I was doing those, and I knew I was in. I was in to be an artist. I think I have a soiled. Yeah, my previous background in China, it was normal for me. I feel nothing. I feel granted. But when I come to this place in such a different land, and all those experiences start to set off themselves and trying to tell me something, yeah, and I'm happy. So ever since, I just stick with this. I just be true to myself. Whatever I want to paint, yeah, it'll tell you, your feeling will tell you where to go, yeah. And in those paintings, you see a lot of those dots start to have a line. That's in my series called Migration. Okay. Yeah, Migration. I saw a movie that's people, they just carry stuff and climbing mountains. The full mountains are full of people. They just on and on and on. And in the journey of life, we are just one of those. Yeah, yeah. So, and I start to add to represent their real person and their lives, and I add a little line there, just like this, like a lollipop there, over there. I wish I bring it up down here. Totally different from this. They're more calm, and I find that generally my style is the structures start to build again. And I have a series called Spirit House, which is, you can see the house, which is relic, still relic, but they are forming back. And then when I have children, well, I remember when I was pregnant, I was working on a series called Forgotten Builders. Where I was painting kind of like this, but starts to have a lot of dots there. Dots that just surge from nowhere. They're just floating everywhere, and I feel very satisfied whenever I paint something that's floating. And I realized that might be me. And the lines and the dots, they're all lives. Just like me, or you, and everybody, they were just floating nowhere. The universe is so big. In the morning, I paint. I have a studio downstairs. And then afternoon, I teach. And I always like children's drawing. Yeah, I know they will eventually become skillful, but the drawings on the before they're getting skillful, it was my favorite. I'm happy to see them grow, set off, become an artist, but those primitive looking ones, that's, yeah. Plus cave art is my inspiration. They draw with their heart, they draw with sticks, no brush, no, yeah, there's no acrylic, those oil, they just had the urge to draw, which I think that should be the drive for every artist. When I give birth to my kids, I was a busy mother too, so they constantly need my attention, and I didn't paint. And plus, the paint is not safe for the kids. They have some chemicals there. So I stopped painting for a while. And instead, I pick up a pen and ink and pencil to draw. It has a big influence on my thinking about art, thinking about my life, thinking about life in general, compare with the time scale. And I realized I was small. Yeah. Before that, I never thought about it, didn't know who I was. Yeah, now I think I'm still thinking like that, a dot, line. And we're all like that, bouncing around, happy, sad, just nowhere. And then when we cross, like you and me today, two lines cross together, maybe there's a shape with Jason. Yeah, there's a shape here. So I think the shape gradually come back, and the meaning of life is coming back to my painting. I am not afraid to change styles. Yeah, you can see it's getting realist. People were shocked. They say, well, it's paint flowers now. Yes, I'm painting flowers, I'm proudly to say, even though it's not real proud flowers. But I honestly follow my path of my journey. Yeah, it grows from a dot to flowers.